it's this juice that I had earlier on is giving me the coughs. 喝了一个果汁，结果maybe this is not good for my throat tonight. But I need some vitamin C. You know what I mean? Right. Yes, Chen, thanks for the thumbs up. I see ya. Hello, Eileen. All right. Are we all ready to go? All right, I guess it's time to rock and roll. Let me blow my nose again, excuse me. All right, I should be ready now. Yes, you guys, and welcome again to Monday night, 9 p.m., your 15 minutes live podcast. Welcome you all. I'm your host, John, and next to me is Petty, who will be busy tonight. 今天主持人还是一样，John 老师跟我们的 Petty 老师，然后 Petty 老师呢最近水深火热之中，所以呢他在顾直播这个期间呢还要在忙工作，所以对他来说，你看9点，这个工作还做不完，这个就很惨了哦。不过没有办法，就大家的生活可能都是这样。So if you guys have had a great day and you are already knocked off of work， 如果今天已经下班的话 ，Hey, welcome to our live podcast, which is really, really live. 如果在这个 live podcast 里面呢，大家可以如果有认真听的话，其实都知道，今天会上来的这些今天的这个的来宾啦，或者是我们请这个我们的通勤家族来上来啦，来聊这些事情呢，其实都是 live 的，就是我没有办法先挑谁会举手，谁不举手，谁可以举手，谁不能举手。I can't do that. So this is 100% live on Clubhouse, and at the same time, it's being simulcasted 同时在我们的 Facebook 粉专还有我们的 YouTube频道上面做播出，那很简单，就是一些字卡啦，然后让大家知道说，其实我们讲到哪里这样子。那这个部分呢，都是我们 Petty 老师的功劳哦，他把它整个架起来了，所以我们现在这边才可以跟我们的同步这个在我们的粉专的朋友呢，还有我们的YouTube 频道的这个通勤家族们一同在这边做 live 的互动。那其实Clubhouse 还是最直接的哦，因为我们是从这边做输出，所以呢 YouTube 跟 Facebook 都会晚几秒，所以大家要这个多多包涵啦，这个技术就是这么一回事。All right, so welcome you guys to another 15 minutes live podcast, and tonight's program, I'm sure, is something that you guys have seen on the news recently. 我们今天晚上的跟读挑战呢，就是跟这2天新闻比较有时事有关的，对。那所以我们晚一点呢再讨论这一块。所以呢，我们的例行公事就是 our regular program now for podcaster time, this podcaster segment, we welcome some of our podcaster friends from different genres to come and share their interesting podcasts to us. 所以在 podcaster time 呢，在这边呢，大家就知道说，我们近期一直在推广我们的这个 podcast 好朋友们的一些很多元、很有趣的一些节目哦，因为平常呢，可能大家都习惯听通勤学英语，那或者是英语类别的，然后呢，平时呢也不知道说到底这个有什么好听的，对不对？或者是其他有什么有趣的？那我们就在这个里面呢，有一个时段，在我们 Live Podcast 呢，就开发了一个时段呢，让我们 Podcast 的朋友来自我简介一下，然后呢，也聊聊，让大家知道说，其实我们台湾的 Podcast 的这个产业其实还蛮多元的哦，我们节目真的非常非常多，其实听这一辈子可能都听不完。不过呢，就是到现在除了大家可能是用排行榜来挑这个 podcast 以外的，其实我们也极力的在让大家知道说，其实不在排行榜的 podcast 超级多，那只是说各类别呢，可能要花一点心思，大家去搜寻一下。那如果大家愿意在这个我们 podcast time 听一下呢，可能就会找到 自己喜欢的 podcast。那今天呢，我们非常非常欢迎来到。其实当初呢，我看到这个 podcast， 我一直觉得说它是跟食物有关的。OK， 所以呢，我那时候看到这个 podcast， 然后我就想说，podcast 在讲这个，对啊，我们好像没有食品的。结果有一天我就在那边聊，跟克宁啊其他的这个食品台的这个 podcast 在聊的时候，他说不是吃的啊。我说really? Oh my god, so bad, like oh my gosh, I feel so embarrassed， 超丢脸的，你知道吗？可是呢，就很可爱的名字，然后也很 catchy 的名字叫我们欢迎茶碗蒸说。Yes， 今天晚上来代表的是我们的 Chen， 对不对？
对，
所以呢，这个 Chen 可不可以来帮我们聊一聊，这个是不是有很多人像我一样很白目，然后觉得你们其实是 foodie channel， 是 foodie 的 podcast。
其实很多人会听到茶碗蒸会以为是做吃的，但是其实最主要的原因是因为我们的频道是 Chat 碗 and Chen， 其实是碗跟蒸的一个 chatting 的一个 channel，对。然后后来是变成温，是因为我们在做自我成长的时候，因为大家的想法不太一样，所以我们有换过 partner。然后今天会有我代替，就是会有我一个人出席的原因，是因为温在半年前的时候他得了 cancer， 然后他 pass away 了。对
，I'm so sorry to hear that。
然后
I'm so sorry, jeez。
对，所以
So I mean, how were you able to share that with your audience？ 跟你的听众是怎么分享的呢？这件事情呢？
就是去年他8月，就是我们录完音之后的下礼拜他就过世，因为他本来就有 cancer， 然后那时候在合作的时候就拆伙伴合作的时候，我就一直希望可以借由自我成长啊，然后做 podcast 可以让他就是遗忘一些自己的痛苦，因为化疗那些很辛苦很痛苦，然后希望可以带给他一些不一样的方向。所以那时候我们合作的时候，其实他就是癌症，然后剩半年，然后后来我们又合作了他多活了1年之后，在去年8月录音结束之后，他就离开人世了。然后但是他离开后一直托梦给我说要好好做 podcast。真的，我就是真的，okay. 因为我那时候因为那一段时间有点
So she passed it down to you. Now it's your mission.
Yeah.
Now it's your mission in life. I see. So how did you two get to know each other? Originally,
we are co-workers before.
You were co-workers.
Yes.
From how long ago?
Like 3 years ago, when I'm still studying master. Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow. But I listened to a couple of your episodes. You two sound like you've been friends for a long time.
I think like 3 or 4 years ago that we met in travel agency. Yes.
Okay. But do you feel like you know Wan for like all your life?
I think so, because I went to her. Like we met maybe just 3 or 4 years, but we know each other really, really deeply, and we talk a lot of really deep things about like our soul, about our family, and everything.
Right.
Yes.
It's not easy for people to open up, right? Especially making friends. I mean, if it's your childhood friend, it's sort of easy to open up about your feelings and such. But when you grow much older, or when you make friends that you meet maybe from work, or maybe from universities, or while you're doing your graduate degree, maybe you're not as close as your childhood friends, right? Maybe you can't say everything, but you and Wan seem to have that special bond, special connection.
I think we have special connection because we, like when I quit the job, and then we get closer and closer because we started because we started make friends when we are working.
Right. It's not easy. It's not a good environment to make friends anyway.
Yes, and we have some age gap. We have like 8 years old gap about our age.
Who's older?
Oh, she's older than me.
Seriously, she
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah, yeah.
sound. She sounds like a baby. She
Because
sounds very
she's
young.
childish. Yeah, yeah. She's a really cute and warm girl.
Wow, wow.
Yes.
You can't hear that from her voice, to be honest.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can't really hear that from her voice. Yeah, very cute. And Chansa, please tell me about your profile cover. Your channel cover is a very interesting cover because it's got a girl with a sloth, and the sloth has a duck, or is that a bird on the sloth's head?
It's a
I
bird.
It's a bird,
Yes.
and
Which
and
I
then
thought,
it's out of space, and then there are like the galaxy in the back. So it's a very interesting uh, cover, right? Who came up with this idea?
oh, it's my friends, and she is
Yes.
a designer, and she
Oh,
draw the girl is me, but it's cuter than me.
okay.
and and that's life is because of I'm a really quick person,
Uh
and I
huh.
always want to remind myself like calm down and
And go
chill and
slow.
yeah,
Okay.
go slow. And the bird is just because it's cuter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a little
Yeah,
companion.
but it's in the space. It's because I
Yes.
think everyone is unique.
Oh, it's so that's the uniqueness. And what about the spaceship?
The spaceship is like everyone they are unique, so they are all live
Okay.
in their spaceships and all exploring the
Oh,
all the
like a
world.
bubble,
Yeah,
right? You live
yeah,
in your own bubble, so that's why it's dome shaped. And then what
yes.
about the little icons in the back? Is that
Oh,
your theme or your topics that you guys talk about? Because I see the space, there like heartbeat, I see airplanes, and I see a brain thinking, I suppose, and books. Are
yes,
those
it's
the topics that you guys talk about?
yes, it's all topics because
Oh,
when I met my first partner
yeah.
and we met in England. So we are talking about a lot of travel things, but after we come
Ah,
back to Taiwan and there's a COVID-19.
yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
understand.
it's really hard for us to keep sharing our travel
Uh huh.
memories or something.
Okay. Wow. This is a very nice cover. I have to say, this is a very interesting cover, full of little details that you can actually take time to observe. And also the logo, I think it's very nice. I see speakers and I see it's like a special font. Your friend is very talented, I must say. This is a very eye-catching cover.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, so this was what caught my eye, and then of course I thought you guys were a foodie channel, and then I later on realized no, spaceship and food. Yeah, darn it, like, come on. Okay, so coming back, Chen, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you started the channel? How many years have you had this channel for? I assume it sounds like almost 2 years,
Yes, I have
plus
my
minus.
channel like 2 years,
Okay.
and before I found my channel, it's just because I really like to share my life and
Mm-hmm.
some positive things because we know life is really tough.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes we just change our mind and maybe we can think about other sides and then
Mm-hmm.
we can open our really mind and you can
Right.
think better.
Then you can fly away in your
Yeah,
spaceship,
yeah, yeah.
right?
You can just fly to your
Better
space,
view.
your planet.
Okay, fantastic. So you obviously initiated this whole podcast, and your partners along the way. I mean, how did you? Do you just find your random friends that you can talk to, and you just get them on as your podcast partners, or do you go through this? How do you find your partner? I mean, how do you know it's the right partner for you?
You say how can I choose my partner or in
Yeah, how did you
general?
choose? Yeah, you've had a
I
couple of
think
partners. Why did
I
you choose them?
think it's just destiny. I really
Just
didn't
destiny.
choose a lot of my partner or just like invite them to my channel. Sometimes we just like Instagram and we have similar hobbies.
Oh, so okay, okay, very nice. Wow, that's very interesting to know. Yes, because I know partners are hard to come by. So who does the post production? Who does the recording and then the editing and then the uploading and all the behind the scenes work? Do
I
you work on it
yeah. It's just I do
Okay.
it all by myself.
all by yourself?
Yeah,
How long
yeah.
did it take you to learn to do all this?
Wow, I think it's like 1 month when I saw the
You
YouTube,
did.
and then I
Wow.
I learned about how to like edit it and how to invite some people to my channel and how to find some
Hmm.
friends and share some topics.
Wow. Just
Yeah.
a month. You are a genius. Took me 6 to 9 months to figure this thing out.
But it's just my hobby. Like I just
Okay.
really like to share things with
Wow.
friends, with
Okay.
people. Yes.
So you sound like you're pretty tech savvy. You know your tech. Yeah, you definitely know your tech. That's why you can, pick up this hobby so quickly. Yes. And so Chen, moving on, let's talk about now your favorite episode of all time, because you've had your podcast channel for 2 years. So there must
Yeah.
be one episode that is the most memorable for you, or that is your favorite. Why don't you share with us which is your favorite?
Wow, if I want to say like every episode have a different meanings for me, but it's my favorite or the most memorable episode, I think it's the one that I record for when
Yeah.
because I take like 2 months after she passed away,
Oh.
and I create like I tell my all my partners that have come to my channels to have some
Yes.
small recording to her, and
Okay.
I collect it all in one episode. And that
Ah.
episode make me like 2 months is the most hard episode that I ever done it.
Wow. So
Yeah.
it's almost like a going away gift.
I think it's going away gift, and it
Mm.
take me a hard time, and I'm like crying and recording
Oh,
and
I can
like two
totally understand.
months.
So you were
Yes.
grieving in the same time. Yes. So that can you tell us which episode is that? So people can go and check it out. All the loving memories of Wan would be in this episode, right?
Yeah, it's like it's number 67.
67, number
Yes.
67. So guys, please remember to go and check it out if you're interested to see what the lovely Wan has left us with, a lovely channel with a lot of memorable episodes. And so Chen, we have to talk about what's going to come up for your channel now in the rest of 2023. It's already May. So I'm sure you have big plans and big projects coming up. Are you planning any new interesting episodes or projects for the podcast channel?
Yes, I have like all rebuilding about my channel because when
Oh,
with partner with Gwen,
yes.
and because she has like cancer and she's
Yes.
not really in a good mood, so
Yes.
I have do a lot of episodes just for her and thinking about in a positive way. And now because she passed away, and but she still loves this channel like me, so
Yes.
I have find another partner with me to have our new chat one trend, but the
Wow.
things I always when is still always be there, like our
Right.
meaning and our thinking, and we want to show about everyone that
Yes.
everyone is unique, and
Yes.
we really want to be a really warm person. There that never change about our 核心.
Your core,
Yes,
right?
our core, yeah, but
Yes.
it will be more different, not just about self improvement, maybe
Okay.
about relationships, about like how can we work like maybe better about ourselves, how can we love ourselves,
Oh,
things like that.
okay.
Yes.
Very nice. So motivational stuff, self-improvement as well, and a little bit more about people in general.
Yes. Yes.
Very, very nice. So we're looking forward to your. Is your partner already on board, or is he or she gonna come on in the coming months?
I think he's still preparing because
Okay.
he's a little bit like worried about people comparing him with Win.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, technically, there's no comparison now. So, we'll give him some time. Your partner will come around. It's just one of those things when you become a creator. Sometimes your biggest enemy is yourself and not your audience. Right. Okay. So maybe next time, if your new partner is willing, he can also come and say hi to our audience. We would love that. So, and you guys can definitely check out Chat Wan Chan, the English name, or 茶碗真说. You guys can check out in the pinned link. 在置顶链接里面呢，有 Podcast Time 今天的茶碗真说，还有我们今天的 Chan。的那个图案他们的封面很可爱，可以去看一下。然后还有这个节目的连结，大家可以直接去点这样子。All right, Chen. So Chen, before we go today, please tell all the 15 Minutes fam where they can search your podcast and how to search for your podcast.
Oh, you can listen my channel in Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and
Perfect.
every 平台。
Every podcast platform. Yes.
Every podcast platform.
Yeah.
And if you want to follow us, and you can Instagram and you can Google Chat Wan Chen.
So the English, right? Chat.
Yes.
WANCHEN. So Chat Wan Chen. Is that it? Just one word on IG?
Yes, it's just Chat Wan Chen. In Instagram, yes.
On Instagram, so you guys can follow her and Chat Wan Chen podcast on Instagram. And then for all the other Apple podcast or all the podcasting platforms, you can Google the Chinese 茶碗真说, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, in a way, another name could be Chawamushi says. Yes. That's the Japanese name for 茶碗真. Yes. Chawamushi.
It's really like the food.
Yes. You see me, I'm a glutton. So, when I see 茶碗真, I'm like, yeah, food, yummy. And then, of course, we have the egg shortage this year. So it's like, yeah, 茶碗真蛋, and then I'm thinking all about food.
But it's really have a meanings. It's because of 茶碗真, you can make in different family.
Yes.
And you can add different food. Some people, they add like mushroom, and some people they add like seafood or something like that.
You can create your own, right?
Yeah. It's just like our life. We can create our life, what we want, and what we want to live for.
Exactly. You can create all the flavors you want. It's up to you. Right. So thank you very much, Chen, for joining us on Podcast Time today. 非常谢谢我们的 Chen 茶碗真说的 Chen 今天晚上来跟我们分享他们的节目。记得大家可以到我们的任何的 Podcast 平台播放器也可以去找茶碗真，或者是茶碗，或者是茶碗真说，基本上很好找。然后呢，英文是在 IG 上面的是 Chat CHAT 1 WANCHEN。在 IG 上面 Chat Wan Chen 去找他们的这个IG 的那个应该算是官网嘛，对不对 ？IG 那个叫什么？专业吗？
对 ，IG 专业。
对 IG 专业，对。现在那个太多术语了，一个地方叫粉专，一边叫专业，然后一边叫什么？哎呀 ，It's just okay. So follow them on Instagram and be sure to listen to what episode was that? The one for Wan.
Episode number 67.
Episode 67, 第67集，来去听看看。这一集就是茶碗真说的最核心的一集了那所有的这个爱跟力量都在这一集67集。So be sure to check it out. 那今天我们就谢谢我们的 Chen 来跟我们分享茶碗真说这个自我提升的节目，对自我成长。谢谢 Chen。好的。So, guys, we got to move on with the regular program. Coming back today, we've got the Shadowing Challenge. Again, once a month, we do this. 每一个月呢，我们都会有一周呢，就会是做这个跟读挑战。那今天的跟读挑战呢，大家这个 topic 应该是非常非常熟悉了对不对？大家可能这两天，yes, I'm reading room chat. Thank you. 大家这两天应该就会知道说，星宇航空这个一直在新闻上面到处被爆这样子。然后那个 K 董呢， 这个就还亲自道歉啊等等的 so on and so forth. So we've seen all the videos, we've seen all the news, right? So guys, you know, foreshadowing challenge 到我们这个跟读挑战呢，其实大家就是这样，我们可以去John 老师也是今天在台北 Times 找了一个 article， 然后我们今天就中间取一段来做跟读练习，其实这非常非常简单，自己在家里面都可以做。还有我们的这个15 minutes today 到我们的官网或者是到我们的 podcast 里面呢，其实都有这个每日跟读单元呢，其实都是类似的操作方式哦。那如果各位在前一阵子呢有拿到我们的操作手册的人，就可以知道更多方式可以去调整了。对不对？自己去练习的方式，每天真的只要15分钟，你就可以去调整你自己可以如何来操作，来让这个跟读的这个练习呢，朗读的这个练习呢，在自己的生活中充斥着。然后充斥着了以后呢，你习惯了以后呢，你就会发现，其实英文呢就像台语一样，就只是一个很简单的语言，让你可以好好的使用。记得要 focus，OK on output。记得大家。不要忘记，其实阅读的本意呢，其实大家都是要用应用的，对不对？所以呢，读很多新闻等等呢，等一下呢，不只是要跟读，等一下最后呢，也可以来跟 John 老师的分享时间呢，也可以来聊聊。What do you think of Starlux? How do you think Starlux handled this incident well? Or what should one do when faced with flight delays? Why don't you come and join us a bit later? Once we're done with the shadowing challenge, 可以来我们分享时间呢，就针对这两题来跟我们聊聊，分享一下。Okay, so let's go on with our shadowing challenge. 所以大家废话不多说，我们跟读挑战呢，我们今天还是一样，我们找4位来跟我们做跟读挑战哦。那我们今天呢，来看看有没有志愿者，赶快来帮我们举手一下，我们的通勤家族来举手。Yes. Okay. Alex, I'm gonna hold on with your raised hand for a little bit. We're gonna see if there are other people that's also ready and available. All right. So we got Huai, Yuping. Yes. Alex 几乎每一集哦，从过去的这个6个月，几乎每一集都有来认真的练习。对 ，Alex 真的是超级超级乖宝宝。对，我们今天来看看 Alex，每次基本上已经是基本咖了。对，那我们今天来看看有没有其他通勤家族来跟我们分享的哦。Alex, please hold on. And in the meantime, let me quickly hear Sandy. Hello, Sandy. And let me quickly say hello to the rest of the 15 minutes fam. Jean, Yun, Vero, Huang, C, Molly, Paying, Nick, Eric, and Jiaying, Nian, Mie, me. Celine, Eileen, She, and Amo. Hello and welcome, you guys. One more. I need one more volunteer. Do I have one more volunteer? 我们还没有多一个人呢？ Nobody? Right, then it's back to Alex on the line. Yes. All right. So let's start off saying hello to all our participants tonight. So we got Yuping and Huai, Sandy, and Alex. So Yuping, hello. How are you doing today?
Hello, Mr. John.
Hi.
Yeah, I prepare my work to Melly. And
I know.
I still schedule my
Are you going to Melly like tonight or is it for tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
For tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, you're just getting ready for tomorrow.
Yes.
Are you packing your bags right now?
Yes. And
how long do you have to stay in Melly for the next?
About 4 days.
4 days in Melly. Oh,
yes.
Okay. So quite a bit of a trip, a short stay in Melly.
It's for work.
Okay.
It's not a trip.
Yeah, well, you know, when we say a trip, we can also mean business. So it could be a business trip, or just
yes.
you know, a leisure trip. But you know, we can all call it trips. Okay, so it's a 4-day trip to Miaoli.
Yes.
Very nice. Have you been to Miaoli before?
No, so I'm really excited.
Neither have I. I mean, I can't say I'm very Taiwanese. There are many cities I have never been before. No family there, so I don't know why, or how to get there. But I know it's Hakka County, right? It's a Hakka place.
Yes.
A lot of Hakkas. Yes, I don't speak Hakka, so I'm useless over there. All right, Yuping. So we'll come back to you. I just want to say hi. You can keep packing. And tonight, it's just super simple. We're just going to do this reading activity. Okay, we're going to do shadowing tonight. Okay, we'll come back to you in a bit. Right, next, let's say hello to Huai. Hello, Huai.
Hello, Mr. Zhuang.
What's up? Hello, Huai. How are you? Congratulations on your visa, getting a visa right. And I'm sure you are very excited to go. You're ready, right? After receiving your visa. Yes, fantastic. So what's next then after your visa?
I booked my flight to San Francisco.
Very nice.
On September.
Fully paid for? Is it fully paid for? Okay, good. So you booked and it's fully paid for. Very nice. Yes. What else do you need to do before you leave for San Francisco?
I need to graduate from the university that I'm currently studying at.
You already graduated. You passed, right?
I need to prepare for my thesis defense.
Oh, so there's still
months.
Oh, really? So it's not done yet. Oh, I thought you already passed that. Okay, so you have to pass your your thesis interview. Okay, that's got to be an interesting one, but I'm sure you will pass that. Yes, and then thereafter, anything else you need to prepare for before you leave for San Francisco?
I need to prepare my luggages, and that's all, I think.
So you just have to pack after that. Very nice. Congratulations, Huai. You see, you are heading for the last mile, just the last leg, right? The last few months or so. I would say 1 month, right? Just a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations. Very exciting times.
About 20 days, maybe.
Yeah, 20 days. Counting down. You're counting down on your calendar, right? You're crossing off the days. Very nice. Congratulations,
yeah, sure.
Huai. Yes. So thanks for joining us, Huai. Moving on, I'm going to quickly say hello to Sandy.
Hello, John.
Good evening, Sandy. How are you?
Today is tired.
It's a tiring day for you today.
Tiring day, yes.
Yes. What happened this Monday? Or today?
Because I have to I live in Taoyuan,
Yes.
and every Monday I have to come to Taipei to work.
Oh, okay.
So it took me about 2 hours.
So do you drive or do you take the bus?
Take bus.
Okay. So it's a long ride. It's okay. So at least you can rest on the bus.
But I can sleep on the bus.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Most people, I don't know how. I don't know how they sleep on the bus, but I can't either. Like I maybe I can listen to music, I can do something, or I can do some work, but I can never fall asleep on the bus. Yes. So you are not alone. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Sandy. So take a break, chill. Tonight's activity is very, very simple. So, try and enjoy yourself. All right?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Sandy. So we'll come back to you in a bit. Moving on, we got Alex, our regular. You're almost a host now, Alex. Yeah. You're more regular than I am. I'm kidding. Yes. So, Alex, how are you doing today?
I'm doing so-so.
So. Tomorrow is your birthday. Happy birthday in advance, birthday boy.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you have any plans tomorrow for your birthday?
Haven't think. I haven't think.
You have a?
Yes.
So, do you have any plans tomorrow for your birthday? Any parties tomorrow?
Maybe no.
I'm sorry, come again, Alex? You broke up just now. You were breaking up quite bad. No plans tomorrow?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. No plans tomorrow. Regular day for you. Yes. But remember, your friends, you might be surprised by your best friends at school. They might remember your birthday and surprise you with a surprise gift. You never know. All right. So, Alex, good job. So, we'll come back to you in a little bit. Let's go back to Yuping. Yes. So,
Okay.
Yuping, you know the drill. You probably have followed us for a little bit to know that the shadowing challenge. What's gonna happen is I will read a couple of paragraphs. You'll read after me, and then so I can give you some advice on where are the areas that you may be able to improve, or you're welcome to ask about the vocabularies that you've read and you're not so sure of. Okay, so we go over this article like you would, as if you are practicing at home. All right?
Okay. All right.
And again, the topic, like today, something that's relevant, something you sort of know on the news already, or it could be a topic of your own personal field, right? A field that you are familiar with. 所以呢，我们选题的时候呢，大家除了这个跟读方式可以造访我们今天晚上的这种方式以外呢，我们这个选题的部分这个主题大家可以看今天晚上姜老师选的是什么，就是星宇航空嘛。那最近大家其实新闻已经看到星宇航空这4个字看到腻了，对不对？每天都有新的这个星宇航空怎样啦，然后有 video 有什么的，所以可能你都不需要特别去看这些报道，你可能就知道哦，星宇航空有就是航空 delay 啊，干嘛的。那我们今天回来到这个选题的时候呢，大家就可以选类似这样的题目来，自己做练习。因为航空界嘛，我们跟旅行就很相关。那如果是我们上班族来说的话呢，其实跟工作也很关系，因为工作总是要订机票，然后出 business trip 就要去出差嘛，对不对？另外呢，更是里面呢，我们在这个航空议题里面呢，我们都会看到航空业的很多的关键字，对不对？有些专有名词在里面，等一下我们就会看到。所以这些呢，都是趁机可以趁这个主题在热门的时候呢，趁自己有这个动力的时候呢，赶快去 pick up 它。那相信有很多通勤家族已经就是都自己在挑选题啦等等的。那你选题呢，当然从自己熟悉的开始选。如果你还不熟悉如何选题的话，就从自己的工作开始选，那是最容易的，或者是自己的 hobby 开始选。那如果已经你的阅读很广泛的时候呢，你就可以很扎实，像庄老师就很扎实，早上可能听这种 self improvement 的东西，中午就可能看一些新闻的东西，然后晚上可能看 YouTube 的这个做这个 DIY 啦、改车子啦等等的，所以我的东西很扎实，我自己是很扎实，因为什么都很有兴趣。那不是每个人在第一天接触英文的时候都对什么都很有兴趣，就跟我们平常其实时间有限，所以大家可以选自己跟自己最密切有关系的主题。Okay, so tonight we're going to be talking about a current event. 所以今天晚上比较时事的类别的选题哦。So current event. Starlux asked to explain flight chaos. So Yuping, you probably know the airline Starlux, right?
Yes.
So have you ever taken a Starlux flight?
No.
Would you like
It's
to
my
take
first time.
a Starlux flight?
Maybe no.
Maybe not? Really? You're not even a little bit curious of Starlux?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Right. So, Yuping, what we're going to do is we will read the first, I think this is quite a long article. So we will read, you and I will read 2 paragraphs, and then you go ahead and read the 2 paragraphs. I will take a pause between the first and the second one, so you can take time to read along. Okay, so here I go. Are you ready for me, Yuping?
Yes.
All right, so here's the title. Starlux asked to explain flight chaos. The Civil Aeronautics Administration yesterday asked Starlux Airlines to issue an explanation after more than 300 Taiwanese passengers were stranded at Narita International Airport in Japan on Saturday night due to flight delays caused by crosswinds and problems with the airline's aircraft.
It's my turn.
Yes, you go ahead.
Starlux asked to explain flight chaos. The Civil Aeronautics Administration yesterday asked Starlux Airlines to issue an explanation after more than 300 Taiwanese passengers were stranded at Narita International Airport in Japan on Saturday night due to flight delays caused by crosswinds and problems with the airline's aircraft.
Perfect. The airline said in a statement that flight JX803 to Taipei was scheduled to take off from the Tokyo area airport at 10 past 4 p.m. on Saturday.
The airline said in a statement that flight JX803 to Taipei was scheduled to take off from the Tokyo area airport at 10 past 4 p.m. on Saturday.
Right. Okay. Very nice. Well read. Yes, Yuping, which words were the most difficult, you think? If you were just had one listen to read this, because you've never read this article before, right?
Oh, yes. I think it's the Civil Aeronautics.
Good. Almost there. Almost there.
Aeronautics
Nice.
Administration.
Okay, very, very close. So here we go. This organization, right, blah, blah, blah administration, usually is a government agency. Blah, blah, blah administration. So the Civil Aeronautics.
Aeronautics.
Yeah, aeronautics. So how can you tell if you know this institution, let's say this is an institution name because capital C, capital A, capital administration, right? 看到大写哦 CAA 都是大写，对不对？这个一定是一个政府单位啦或机关嘛，对不对？所以呢，它后面的 administration usually is a government agency. Okay, so civil means people. Okay, for everybody. And then we got to look at the fancy word here, aeronautics. Aeronautics, aero, A-E-R-O means the air, sky, aero. Okay? And nautics means navigation or guidance. So aeronautics, 这个呢Civil Aeronautics Administration 就是我们的民航局。所以 aeronautics 就是空中在飞的这个引导。Okay, so A-E-R-O always mean the air or the sky. That's the prefix. Okay, 所以呢，你看那个 nautics 哦，可不可以有没有想过有个衣服品牌叫什么？也是很像，对不对？叫 Nautica。然后 Nautica 的那个 logo 是什么 ？Nautica 它就是那种 polo 衫嘛，然后好像每个人都在划帆船，对不对 ？Nautica， so aeronautics 就是它是引导、指引 GPS 那种东西，所以呢 ，aeronautics 它就是空中的引导的意思，所以就是民航，对，航空业。All right. So, any other difficult words for you, Yuping? That's aeronautics.
I think...
Is that it? Oh, too easy for you. Okay. So let me ask you about the flight number. How do you read a flight number?
JX803.
Why don't we read JX803?
It's not the count number. Is It's a code, I think.
It's a code, yes. It's more like a code. It's more like a number plate. 像比如说车牌号码的那种概念，对不对？所以大家就不会，我们不应该念803. We have to read it 803 because it's a flight number. It's not money. It's not a real number. Okay, it's more like a code. You are correct. Yes. And also, when we read time, what about time?
I wonder that it's okay to set 4:10 p.m. is
4:10
right?
p.m. is fine. Yes, but something in my head says I don't like it, so I like to read it like a clock. So 10 past 4 p.m. 10 past 4 in the afternoon, but 4:10 p.m. is correct. Yes,
But
it's just
more...
I don't like it. It's me. Yes, I don't like to read it that way. Yes.
Oh,
So
I
10
got
past
it.
4 on Saturday. 10 past 4 p.m. on Saturday. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Good. So thank you very much, Yuping. Very well read there, and we covered most of the things that I would think if you have problems with, most likely it'll be with the aeronautics like Yuping, or the flight number, or the time. All right. Most of the other words, not so difficult. Yes. Moving on to Huai. Right. Huai. We will read the next. Yeah. We will read the next 3 paragraphs. Okay. So here I go. Due to an abnormality detected in the Airbus 350's navigation system, it was obligated to conduct an inspection, which was not completed until 6:30 p.m., the airline said. Your turn, Huai.
Due to an abnormality due to an abnormality detected in the Airbus 350's navigation system, it was obligated to conduct an inspection, which was not completed until 6:30 p.m., the airline said.
Very good. Moving on. However, crosswinds disrupted flight operations at Narita that day, with many flights lining up for departure, the airline said.
However, crosswinds disrupted flight operations at Narita that day, with many flights lining up for departure, the airline said.
Good. As air traffic controllers continued to delay clearing JX-803 for takeoff, potentially causing cabin crew to exceed their maximum working hours, the airline quickly dispatched 2 pilots to the airport to operate the flight, it said.
As air traffic controllers continued to delay clearing JX-803 for takeoff, potentially causing cabin crew to exceed their maximum working hours, the airline quickly dispatched 2 pilots to the airport to operate the flight, it said.
Very good. Well read. So, Huai, what word is the difficult word here? You had trouble with the first line there. This is not... Usually, we don't use the noun. We say something is normal or abnormal, but this is the noun for abnormal, which is?
Abnormality.
Very good, yes. So it's just one of those words that's just, seldom seen, but it's the noun for abnormal. Right. So due to an abnormality detected in Airbus's 350's navigation system. Yes. And Huai, what do you think is another difficult area when you get to read the 3 paragraphs? Something that most people would pick up.
I'm confused with the expression of times.
The explanation of time, yes. Okay, so something was not completed. If we follow the line, something was not completed until 6:30 p.m. Right? We can read it like your
Yeah.
Casio watch. If you have a watch, a digital watch, you read it as it is, 6 and then 30 p.m. You read it like that. So previously in the previous paragraph, right, it's 4:10 p.m. on Saturday. To me, I had to read it 4:10 p.m., which is okay. But I read it and in my mind, something did not click. So I read it 10 past 4 p.m. on Saturday. So alternatively, your 6:30 p.m. can also be 6:30 p.m. So you can read it like a clock, which is 6:30, or you can read it like a digital clock, a digital timer, 6:30 from left to right. Okay, does that answer your question, Hawaii?
Yes.
Time. Okay, good. And then we have the last paragraph that you read. Air traffic controllers continue to delay clearing JX803 for takeoff, potentially causing cabin crew. Who are cabin crews? What do we...
Maybe a cabin crew refers to waitress and waiters in an airplane.
Ah, very good. But technically, if they... Okay, well, you use the word waiters or waitresses on the airplane. Technically, they're not waiters or waitresses because they do a whole lot more than that. So what is another name for them that we should call them? You see, cabin crew, we don't go on the airplane and calling them cabin crew. Their job description for the pilot, if you are the pilot today, then they are your cabin crew. So they are a team. So the pilots and the cabin crew. But for us, the passengers, we don't call them cabin crew. We call them something else. I want you to guess what we call them. And we also don't call them waiters or waitresses. What do you think we call them? Yes, you'll be flying soon. You can't, if you like while you're flying in flight to San Francisco, and then you raise your hand and you say, waiter, I don't think they'll be very happy. So
I think so.
So they have a different name that we call them, right? Of course, you can raise your hand and say, "Oh, Mister, can I get some help?" Or "Miss, can I get some help?" That's also okay. But they have a title, and the name is air hostess or air stewardess.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, air stewardess. Okay, stewardess. Okay. And then the old way of calling them was flight attendants.
Air stewardess and flight attendants.
Yeah, flight attendants. Yes. There are many ways to call them, but yeah, flight attendants, air hostess. Yeah. Only the pilot, when you listen to the pilot calling them, they will, the pilot will say, "Oh, cabin crew, please remain seated," or "Cabin crew, please brace for takeoff," or something, whatever they use in flight. So cabin crew is referring to the team. That's how the pilot refers to them. Okay, good. Thank you, Huai. Good job. Hope you learned something. These kind of articles would be good to pick up before you take your flights. Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Zhang. It's very useful for me.
Them off. Yeah, you might just cheese them off. Like, "Sir, we are not your cabin crew." All right. Thanks, Huai. Good job. Yes. Moving on to Sandy. All right. So, Sandy, we can read the next 2 paragraphs.
Okay.
All right. So, me go first. However, no flights were allowed to land or depart outside the airport's operating hours. Nor were passengers allowed to pass through customs, claim their luggage, or leave the airport, the airline said.
However, no flights were allowed to land or depart outside the airport's operating hours.
Good.
Nor were passengers allowed to pass through customs claim their luggage and or leave the airport, the airline said.
Starlux said it could only arrange for passengers to spend the night at the airport, providing them with sleeping bags, snacks, and bottled water.
Starlux said it could only arrange for passengers to spend the night at the airport, providing them with sleeping bags, snacks, and bottled water.
Good job, Sandy. Nice read, and your tempo is fantastic. You picked up all the nuances of the tempos. Very easy to understand if you were to just read this by yourself. So, Sandy, which words do you think are a little difficult for you to read here? Or would you think would be difficult for most of the non-English speakers? Too easy for you?
No difficult words.
Okay. So, no flights were allowed. I want you to see this. No flights were allowed, and then go on and on, nor were passengers allowed to pass. Do you see? No flights, nor, not or, right? So, here, this is a little grammar. This is a little grammar thing that you see. So, because no flights. So we don't use or, we say nor, because the next idea is also not allowed. Okay. So you see, no flights were allowed, nor the passengers to pass through the customs or claim their luggage. So nor. This would be an interesting one. Okay. Again, more grammar related issue. Okay. Yeah. And claim their luggage. What do you think that means? Claim your luggage.
Claim. Report.
Report? Very interesting. Good. Yes, I picked the right word then. Nice. So this is the funny word in English. Well, I wouldn't say funny, but I mean, this is, again, very, very different, with claim. So at the airport, when you pick up your luggage from the carousel, when you arrive, right? Okay? When you depart, you check in your luggage, right? So when you arrive on the other side, you have to pick up your luggage. So we understand the idea. You got to pick up your luggage. But actually, next time, go to the airport and read the sign. You will see it says luggage claim. It does not say luggage pickup. It says luggage claim. They use the word claim, the luggage here.
Yes.
Okay, in the airport. All right. But outside the airport, in everyday life, claim is a different word. It doesn't mean pick up. It doesn't mean pick up your luggage. So that's only for the airport. Next time you can check it. Yes.
Okay.
所以呢，我们领取行李的那个转盘那边呢，它就会写 luggage claim， 它不会写 luggage pickup。Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting, huh? Sometimes English words are very strange. They use it in a very different way. So most other times, claim 呢，我们讲 claim 的意思呢，就是不是领取了。除了这个在飞机场是这样用以外呢，外面之外的 claim 都不是这个意思。对，我们都是叫 pick up， 不是叫 claim. Okay, so be sure to check that out. All right.
Okay.
Good. And Starlux said they could only arrange passengers to spend the night at the airport. So, to spend the night at the airport, what does that mean?
Stay at.
Yes, stay at the airport. But spend the night. What is another word for describing spending the night somewhere? To stay what? To stay overnight. Yeah. So we can say spend the night, or we can say stay overnight. at the airport. Okay.
Okay.
So, Sandy, have you stayed overnight at the airport?
No.
No. Would you like to spend the night at the airport?
I would like to try.
You want to try just for fun to see
Yeah.
how it feels. Yes.
Maybe I can get free tickets.
You get a free ticket? Oh. So some airport, like you see, you probably saw the news that those passengers who got stuck at Narita Airport, they don't have like a seat to sit on. They have to sort of camp out on the floor. Right? They have a sleeping bag. They just sleep on the floor.
Sleeping bag,
So,
yes.
yeah. So, for example, Hong Kong airport, airport in Thailand, in Bangkok, the big ones, they would have chairs. You know, people would be sitting on the chairs or lying somewhere on the carpet. But you can see with Narita, they don't have that facility. So not all airports are nice to stay overnight on. Yeah. Not all. Some airports are not very nice to stay overnight. Some are. Yeah. So that's the difference there. Okay, good job, Sandy. Thank you very much for joining us today. We'll come back a little bit, and we still have the open time. You can talk about what you think of Starlux's incident. Okay, so Alex, you are up next. So let's move on. Right, my turn. I'll go. To facilitate the return of passengers, 113 of the flight's 302 passengers changed their tickets to return to Taiwan on EVA Airways flights, Starlux said.
It's my turn.
Yes, go ahead. To facilitate.
To facilitate the return of the passengers, 150 of the flights, 302 passengers changed the ticket to return to Taiwan on EVA Airways flights, Starlux said.
Very nice. The airline said it dispatched an Airbus A321 to bring back the remaining 189 passengers, who landed at Taiwan Taoyuan International Airport at 3:35 p.m. yesterday.
Okay. The airline said it dispatched in an Airbus A321 to bring back the remaining 189 passengers who landed at Taiwan Taoyuan International Airport at 3:35 p.m. yesterday.
Good job, Alex. Nice. Okay. So, which words did you find more difficult? Your two paragraphs, more numbers, right? 113 of the flight's 302 passengers.
Yes.
Yeah, try that again. 113 of the flight's 302 passengers. Alex, you try.
113 of the flight's 302 passengers.
Good. 113 or 130?
113.
Yes, very good. 113 of the flight's 302 passengers. So, Alex, you have to listen to yourself. Sometimes you will mix the 13 with 30. Okay? So, careful there. Right. And the next paragraph, the airline said it dispatched an Airbus A321 to bring back the remaining 189 passengers. You try, Alex. Reading the numbers.
The airline said
it dispatched
our Airbus A321
good
to bring back the remaining 100
你原本解析度是480，你要把
189 passengers.
Good.
不要想
189
了啊
passengers. Yes, 189 passengers.
不可能有这，你怎么做？做不到啊
passengers.
Good. So remember when you
做不到啊，不可能的啊。
practice, Alex, your numbers, right? Don't just read 189, 189, 189 to
对啊，
practice. You have to read, oh,
影片没有向量这种
189
东西啊，没有这种
passengers,
概念。
189 apples, 189 something.
对啊，
Okay, don't just practice the number. You have to practice the number with something. Okay, or you have to practice the segment that has all the numbers, like we did. 113 of the flight's 302 passengers. 所以练习的时候呢，记得这个数字的部分不要一直只念这个数字哦，这个数字的这整个区块这个段落也可以把它做练习。然后或者是说呢，它如果后面有 passenger, your machines, your air flights or air buses, right? You have to include that in your practice. 所以在我们练习的时候，如果数字是我们的死穴的话，不好念的话，记得大家要这个数字练习之外呢，还有后面的这个名词也要跟着一起练习。Okay, so you will be able to read it much better. You got that, Alex? Keep that in mind the next time you practice, okay?
Okay.
Got it. Fantastic stuff. Good job, Alex. Yes. So, guys, that's all for the shadowing challenge. 我们这个跟读挑战呢，把它这边念完一遍了。那再来呢，我们就进行我们的分享时间。So, you guys are welcome to raise your hand and come and chat to us. Do you think Starlux handled the incidents well? And also, what do you think one should do when faced with flight delays? Okay, the two questions. 所以分享时间呢，大家可以想一下，你觉得这次星宇航空这样子这一次的这个危机处理得很好吗？再来呢，我们可以讨论说，如果你今天遇到了这样子的 flight delay， 你会怎么样处理呢？可以来这边跟大家再继续聊一下。Okay, so any takers？ 我们有没有人要上来聊一下？这个分享时间 ？Anybody? And before we continue, let me just quickly say hi to 斜杠阿星 She and Wu, Helen, Huang, and Winnie, Rue and Nick and CK. I'm reading CK here. And hello to Jean. Haven't seen you for a while. Right. Anybody? You're welcome to raise your hand and come and chat to us. What do you think? Whether Starlux handled this incident well? Okay, so Alex, you go first. You have some comments.
Yes. I think Starlux handled the incident didn't handle well.
You think they didn't handle it well? Very good.
Because they handle policy handle matter didn't do well. Didn't do well.
Mm-hmm.
And then they didn't.
Which part?
Provide passengers as the airport. Provide passengers at the airport the things.
Yes. So bottled water is not enough, and snacks is not
enough.
Okay.
And even the water is so. And then even lets the passengers sleep in the seriously airports in Japan.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's fair. Yes. Middle of the night, I guess it's not easy to find food and snacks and drinks. So it's not going to be easy. But yes, it was definitely not a very good experience for the passengers, for sure. Good. Thank you, Alex. Yes. Anybody else? Yes, Sandy. What do you think?
Actually, I have a good impression for Starlux. I took this airline last year, and their meal is great.
In-flight meal were great, right?
In-flight meal is great. Yes.
And you took Starlux to which city?
Thailand.
To Thailand, to Bangkok.
Bangkok, yes.
Wow, very nice. Do you still remember what your in-flight food was? Was it like a Ding Tai Fung thing or a Hello Kitty thing? Was it themed? Because I heard they had some barbecue, some famous barbecue and rice. I mean, this is all on the yeah.
I like ice cream.
The ice cream. What was it? What ice cream did they serve?
It's Taiwan.
Do you remember?
It's from Thailand. A company. The ice cream. Is Thailand.
Thailand ice cream.
Yes, it's very famous store. Ice cream store. Yeah.
Yes, my wife was also talking about that. I think I know the one you're talking about. Yes. They served, what's that shop's name? We went there one time to Thailand. It's a very small
shop.
Yeah, my wife's favorite. She went crazy. Like, she's a big fan. Yes.
I still remember the ice cream.
The ice cream, yes. Very good. So, forget the food. Take the ice cream. Good. Yes, and what else do you remember about Starlux? What is so special about their services?
Their service, I can't remember the service.
You can't remember the service, but you remember
only
the ice
cream. Only food. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Yes.
But this incident, I don't think they handle well. If they handle well, they don't need to they don't lose near $6 million.
Oh yeah, well, that's business, right? When something happens like this, it'll never go down well. It's that's why it's called crisis management. You can only manage the crisis. You can reduce the crisis to a minimum, but there is still a crisis.
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately. So they still lost money on this trip, but yes, definitely more could have been done. Right. Thank you for sharing that with us, Sandy. Yes, my wife has the same viewpoint as you. For her, she only wants to travel on Starlux because there's the ice cream, the Thailand ice cream. And I'm like, so why do we take flights to take ice cream? I can take you on the high-speed rail to Thailand to enjoy the ice cream.
But
she says, no, it's different. I want to have the ice cream in flight.
In flight, yes.
So my wife's like you. 100%. So all the Taiwanese ladies, see? So Starlux knows how to please the ladies. Very nice. Thank you very much, Sandy. Good job. Yes.
Thank you.
Yuping, yes? What do you think? Anybody else? You guys are welcome to raise your hand and come and chat to us. Yuping, you there? Huai? Yes.
Yeah, Miss Zhong.
Hi. Yeah, I don't know if you followed up on this news recently, but you probably read the article tonight you saw. So this airline got beaten up. Yeah. It was a chaotic event, and the passengers had to stay overnight at the airport in Japan. because they couldn't manage their flights. Yes. So what do you think? If you were faced with flight delays, how would you deal with it?
If I'm faced with flight delays,
Yeah.
I think there are maybe two choices.
Okay.
Many.
Yeah.
The first choice is wait.
Wait.
I'll wait until the flight take off, or I will get my money back and book another flight.
Try and get a refund or book another flight. What if you are stuck on the plane? There's something. Well, the let's put it this way. Let's say you're on the plane already. They're ready to take off, but the tower says no, the weather is not good enough. So you get stuck because of weather issues. So you can't really cancel your flight. You're stuck on the airplane.
It will depend on your time schedule. If you have something very urgent, you must find some other ways to transport yourself to the position that you need to appear.
Yes, you have to change
But
locations if you can.
If you don't have emergent affairs,
yes,
so wait is an acceptable choice.
Okay, so if you have nothing important and you have nowhere else better to go, then you just wait. You can only live with it. And have you ever experienced a flight delay?
No.
No? Wow, good for you.
I don't take planes very often, as in the China mainland, I always take the train, like
the trains are faster because you got yes, the high-speed trains, right?
They call it high-speed train. Yeah,
the high-speed trains. They which is better? Would you prefer to fly or take the high-speed train? I mean, if money is not an object.
Actually, high-speed train is better than a flight. Actually, as the airport is often located in some urban areas. It's very far from the city.
Right, rural areas outside the city, so you have to take the bus to get to the airport, and then it's a long way out. But with high-speed trains, you can take off from, depart from the city center, right? Very nice. Yes, super jealous. We also have high-speed rail, but not as like widely networked like the ones in China. It's nice. We just got one line, that travels. It's also very convenient. Sometimes there are places in Taiwan you have to fly to. You can't take the high-speed train. Yes, it doesn't get you there. So, Huai, thank you very much. Yes, so think about that. On your flight to San Francisco, if there are any delays, touch wood. Hope there's no delays or such. But, I mean, what would you do? How would you help yourself? So there are a lot of things you can do at the airport, to kill time if you had to wait for any flight delays. All right. Remember to get that prepped. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Why? Let me quickly read the room chat quickly. Yes. I just wanted to answer you guys' chat earlier. The Yupin asked, is it fine to call, air hostesses and stewardesses male and female? No, it's just female. So hostess, female, stewardess, female. And the male version is host or steward. So the air steward or the flight steward. Okay. And then Rue says, is it live now? Yes, we are very much live. Yes. Chris says nor 可以变成 even 吗？Let's try that. Let's see. I usually wouldn't say no to anything. We gotta give it a try. Let's read the sentence. However, no flights were allowed to land or depart outside the airport's operating hours. Even were passengers allowed to pass through? No. So you see here, even were doesn't make sense, right? That's not a good sentence. Even passengers are not allowed. Yes, you would have to change the sentence. Okay? But technically here, no flights nor something, or actually three things. Pass through customs, claim their luggage, or leave the airport. So they weren't given the option, right? Or is an option. Even means add on, moreover. Okay, so no flights were allowed, that's A, or B, not allowed, or C, or D. Okay, but even would be A plus B plus C, even something, right? On top of. You would have to change the sentence structure there, not or. And Rue says, he or she is an introvert. Okay, we're all introverts. No, not a problem. Let me quickly come back and say hi to Ashley and Dot. Yes, and Huang. Hello. And Helen, of course. Peppy. Good evening to you guys. Yes. So anybody who wants to come and chat to us about, 我们分享时间，大家可以欢迎举手哦。Anybody, you guys are welcome to come and chat to us about what you think of this incident. Okay? 这次这个星宇航空的这个事件呢，大家觉得如何呢？ Or what should you do when faced with flight delays? 如果飞机 delay 的话，你都会怎么做呢？What's your experience? You guys are welcome to come and chat to us about that. If we have no more shares tonight, 大家没有要分享的话 then let's call it a day. 非常谢谢我们通行家族这个于平、胡爱、Sandy and Alex to come and take on the shadowing challenge. 今天跟读挑战非常谢谢我们的于平、胡爱 and Sandy and Alex 来这个挑战一下我们这个跟读。今天晚上的这个文章呢还蛮简单的，其实数字比较多，有没有？那这个飞机的航班